All right. Good evening, guys. We have to try this again. Can somebody tell me whether you can hear my audio or not? Can I get a thumbs up? Is the audio good? No problem, Ferg. I do apologize, but we'll figure it out. Can somebody give me a thumbs up saying that we can hear me okay? Okay, perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So we're going to get this all set up here. I came back out here to the lake area where I was at not too long ago. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great place to fish tonight. And we're going to see what this lake will produce. Now, rumor has it that this lake is supposed to hit some really decent fish here at night. So we're about to see. I've never fished this one nighttime, so we'll see how it goes. I'll say one thing, though. It sure isn't as windy as it was. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Russell. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. R.L. Smith, how are you? Appreciate that. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get this going. It was kind of cool because just when I was getting out here, I was talking to a couple who wanted to know what my channel was about, and I was sharing with them that it's a basically an outdoor channel for YouTube, and they were pretty excited to hear about it. So I ended up sharing with them what it was, and they ended up subscribing, which I thought was kind of cool. So I thought that was really cool. Doesn't seem to be too windy out here tonight, which is a good thing. I'm happy about that for sure. And we're going to do that there. All right, get some of that magic string on there. I picked up a couple of different items on the other day at Walmart when I was out there checking the actual fishing spot out there at Walmart's sporting goods center, and I picked up a couple of some scent sprays. One's going to be shad, and the other will be more geared towards. I think I brought the shad tonight, but the other one's a spray. A company called Tinks. They've been around for a long time, so I know it's a good product because Tinks makes some really good products for hunting. So I know it's a good product. I just don't remember the scent that it was. Folks, I want to say thank you so much for joining me this evening on a Saturday evening watching my show here. Appreciate it. I would like to do a shout out to all my moderators who are on tonight too. Thank you for keeping the channel running smoothly. Couldn't do it without you. And as a courtesy, folks, if you could do me a favor, let's keep all the content clean because we do have children on here who do want to know about fishing and everything about fishing lifestyle. And my grandkids watch this channel also. So please, folks, do me a favor. Let's keep our content clean and keep it fishing related. If we could, I'd much appreciated. I would hate to have anybody be discontinued because of a issue like that. Because to me, fishing is all about having fun and enjoying the outdoors. But my moderators will take care of it if there's a problem. So just want to let everybody know to please keep things clean. First cast of the night. I do keep these drags somewhat loose now because after last Sunday, if I would have kept that thing pretty tight, it probably would have never worked out. So I do keep them pretty lightly on that. How you doing, sir? Not bad at all. Moderators, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, thank you, Tony. It was a nice catfish. It was probably, I believe that one was my personal best, actually. It was probably bigger than I've ever caught. So I was pretty excited about it. Now, as I was saying earlier, rumor has it that in this marina area where I'm fishing tonight, there have been some big stripers that have been coming in this location. So we are going to see what we can catch. Hi, Dolly. How are you? No, it is not Lake Havasu, Midnight Squirrel. It is actually Lake Mojave. Lake Mojave. Let's see here. Somebody asked me a question in regards to bait. What do we have rigged up for bait tonight? We're using anchovies, Justin. That seems to be my number one go-to for the most part. It works well. But I did bring something up that Anno had put together, and we're going to try it out tonight for sure. Dolly, I'm from Arizona. Neither, actually. Thank you, though. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. Again, folks, thank you so much for joining the channel this evening. It is a beautiful, cool evening out here. The sunset, let me turn around and show you what my backside looks like as far as where I'm at. That area right there where I'm at is the dock section. It's a brand new dock that just they did put up, and we might even hit that part tonight. But overall, the sunset is just gorgeous tonight. I mean, I can't ask for anything better than that. That is so beautiful out here. Well, thank you, UK lady. Appreciate that. Yes, it is very nice out here. Very nice indeed. How you doing, Barbie? Glad to have you on board, hon. Now, the interesting thing is when I was out here on Sunday during the afternoon portion of that time when I was fishing, I really was not expecting to catch anything. I really wasn't. I was shocked. So that one took me by surprise big time. Big time. And it was a pleasant surprise at that. So I did bring a snack tonight. I brought me a snack. I believe it's called Chomps. I started getting into these a little while ago. I'm not endorsing them because that reason, but these are actually really good. These are really good. I like them a lot. They come in the regular flavor and jalapeno flavor. I'm sure there's other varieties, but I know that these are like, those two are my favorite. So I did bring a snack and also coffee. Got to have the coffee. Oh, they are. You like them too, Justin? Yeah, I do. I like them a lot also. I think they taste wonderful. As much as they cost, they better, right? It is like a beef jerky, but it's a clean version of beef jerky, Drew. It is a clean version. Hey, Drew, just so you know, my friend, um, I'm getting your gift sent out to you soon. I'm going to have to probably go through Amazon the way that it went through because they're guaranteeing me free shipping. So we're going to see if that can work. So, but either way, I have it already, but we're going to try and do it through Amazon. And if there's an issue with it, then I'm just going to directly send it out regardless. Okay. So I just want to let you know, my friend, it's coming. It is coming. Folks, I got 20 live viewers on here tonight. Thank you so much. Do me a favor, hit that like button so we can get those likes up. Much appreciated. Now, the section in front of me that you see with the lights and all that, this is where they stage a lot of their boats that have their own dock berths here. Well, that section right there is where they keep the actual marine, the big marine boat that they use for utility purposes, and also the police boat. So it's kind of cool. See if I can zoom in on that a little bit for you. And you can tell they got Christmas lights up there on the marina side over there by the restaurant. It's kind of cool. All right. There we go. It's a perfect spot right there, actually. That would get both poles in the water. Okay. There's not too many people out here tonight that are actually fishing in this area. There was a couple of them on the other side of me here on the actual new metal dock that they put up that they finally opened up. Thank goodness, because it's been down for quite a while, almost 2 years. They finally got it opened up, which I was pretty excited to see that. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Moose. Yeah, they too, Drew. You're absolutely right. Oh, Birch did go off roading? Well, honey, you know where I'm at. Come on out if you want to. If not, I understand. Don't worry about it. Well, good. I'm glad she got out there. It is nice. It's nice and calm. It's not too. It's not too. There's not a lot of waves here tonight because the fact is it's not really windy. It's only supposed to be like 1 mile an hour wind tonight. So yeah, right. Yeah, I guess she did go off roading, Justin. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Barbie. Let's see. I got this one. Got that one. There we go. Gonna get these lights set up because it's gonna get dark here pretty soon. How's everybody doing this evening? Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be in the 60s. Hey, looks like somebody did catch. All right. Looks like a good size ones, guys. Looks like a good size one. Nice. Congrats. Folks, somebody did actually catch a decent sized striper right here tonight on the other side. So it just tells me that they're active. Has he been here all day? It's not a bad return, though. I know all day, but if you got something decent, that's nice. Oh, it's getting hot over there, huh? Wow. Here we got a little bit of light on this situation here. All right, folks. We'll get that other pole set up real quick just to see what we can get going on it. And then on eventually I'm going to end up trading off with that other bait that the wife had made for me. You see how that goes. Nice thing about having scissors out here is you can actually cut the bait down and chum the water. You know what I'm saying? It actually does help out quite a bit. It brings the fish in closer, I think. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Penn Murray, how are you doing? Let's see, there's my hook. There we go. You want to hear something funny, folks? I brought the net tonight. Let's see if I need it. Hopefully I will. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully I will. Man, it feels so nice to be out here on the water tonight. Oh, I cannot tell you how good it feels to be out here. All right, let's get this thing situated up. Sounds like somebody else caught one over there. So they're biting for sure. They're biting for sure. It does get dark over here pretty fast indeed. Justin, that would be great, man. I would love to get you a personal best on a striper. I really would. I'd like to catch me an 8 or 10 pounder for sure. That would be nice. Now I'm going to toss this one in this direction over here and see where it takes us. That was a pretty good cast. Sure was. Get another bell on that one. I'll be honest with you folks, this area here honestly has been a really hard area to catch. And the couple times that I've been out here, I've been real fortunate that I have caught, but it can be a very difficult area to catch in. I'm not going to lie to you. And Sundays was definitely a surprise. Sundays was definitely a surprise for me. The water is low. It's probably down a good 5 to 6 feet. So it is down a good 5 to 6 feet for sure. But you know what? Challenge accepted. Drew, I will be trying some of the red one that Barbara made. Indeed, I will. And absolutely, I will. Whoops, sorry about that. Edward, we are at Lake Mojave in the marina area here in Arizona. Well, thank you, Benno. They do look good, don't they? Indeed. Yeah, sweetheart, do me a favor. Post on there what you mixed with it, because I don't remember. Stafford, I am fishing basically for striper, carp, or cat tonight, or even bass. I'm gonna agree with that, Drew, for sure. Either carp, striper, or bass, or cat. Edward. Yeah, Edward asked what we were fishing for: carp, striper, bass, or catfish. So I don't know if y'all got a chance to catch that video that I did the other night where I was on the backside of the dam area. I'll tell you what, that was probably the windiest and the coldest I've ever been. Edward, I'm using frozen anchovies tonight for bait. It's going. We got the spark plugs finally put back in, Drew. I'm going to end up firing it up in the next day or so to see how it runs. I'm going to have my son there because he's really mechanically inclined, and he pretty much knows what sounds good and what don't. I'll be the first to tell you I'm not mechanically inclined when it comes to stuff like that, but he is. But I'm going to have it fired up when he's available to do it. Yeah, that's what we're trying for, Stafford. Yeah, there is giant catfish in here, believe it or not. There really is. Surprisingly, but yes, there is. Yeah, Benno was asking if there were giant catfish in here. There definitely is. One thing I've learned, folks, is that patience is definitely a must, even when you're fishing for striper, cat, carp, or whatever the case may be, or even bass. I used to think it was just for trout only. Yeah, that I am mistaken on that one. Yes, it does, Edward. That is correct. Chicken livers works for it. Chicken hearts and gizzards all work for that. Indeed. We are looking at 6:01, Drew. 6:01 p.m. Folks, I was supposed to go live with Fishing with Ferg tonight, but we have to get together and figure out how that works because I've never done it. And there's going to come a live video where we're both going to be doing fishing live together. He'll be in the New Orleans area, I believe, and I'll be here in California. So, did I say California? I meant Arizona. Hello, that was a senior moment. I'll be here in Arizona. Somebody really, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel this evening. Appreciate that. Oh, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's at their time. Bushcraft, how are you? Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that, Edward. Much appreciated. Yeah, strawberry is very good for carp indeed. You're absolutely right on that one, Stanford. I did make a mixture of strawberry gizzards and hearts one time for cat to see what they, and then I ended up getting a carp out of it, believe it or not. No, you know what? What really worked for carp though out here that I tried was frozen shrimp and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. The carp went crazy for it. Scott Burlin, how are you? Thanks for joining. Bushcraft, I'm doing well. How are you? You know what? I believe carp would. I've actually seen videos where bacon was used as the bait and the carp did eat it. T-Bone, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Yeah, carp is some really fun fish to catch, indeed. Yeah, carp is some fun fishing indeed. They fight differently than most fish that I've ever had. They fight just as good as a small baby dink sized striper, in my opinion. They really do. Yeah, they fight really good. They really, really do. Ah, coffee is good. Hey, good evening, Jim. How are you? Glad to see you watching the channel, my friend. Oh, you're all the way from Europe over by Croatia? Wow. Nice. Well, welcome for joining, Stafford. I appreciate that all the way across the pond. Yeah, it's getting cold out here. We're getting in the low 50s at night now. It doesn't help when the winds are blowing either. It gets even colder. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Jim. Thank you for watching this evening, my friend. I appreciate that. Hey, that was a beautiful fish you caught, by the way. Thanks for sending me that picture. That was a nice sized striper. Did you catch it in the area where I'm at right now, Jim? I don't know if I'm saying your name right or not. So is it Joseph Fron? I may be not saying it right. Hello, by the way. Well, welcome. Thanks for watching all the way from UK. I appreciate that. I have quite a bit of followers. Oh, no kidding. So it was at the first point. Well, congrats, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful one. I just saw a gentleman walk out here tonight with another good size one. So they're definitely in the marina area tonight. In fact, a friend of mine at work told me today that the bigger ones have been coming close to shore here in this marina area because the shad are popping up. 6 pounds. That's a good size one indeed. It looked great, Jim. That was a great picture. Great fish. Well, hey, thanks for joining all the way from UK, my friend. Thank you. I believe your name may be Joseph, if I'm not mistaken, right? I just don't want to destroy your name if it isn't. I do apologize if I get it wrong. Well, welcome. Appreciate that. All the way from England. Glad to have you here tonight. We are fishing for honestly, I'll take striper. I will take cat, whatever. No kidding. You caught the 7.45 pound striper on a 6 pound line? That took some finesse, Jim. That took some real good finesse. Joseph. Joseph. Okay, I gotcha. Perfect. I did say it right then, I hope. Oh, I bet it was fun, Jim. Perfect. Yeah, I saw the picture you sent me. That was great. Kumar, how are you? Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. I trust that everybody had a really good, happy Thanksgiving. For those of you who celebrated earlier in Canada and here in the States and wherever. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, Jim, they go in early in the morning and they go in the evening tonight. I'm going to be out here for a little while. Hopefully, we can land something. Hopefully, it comes in later in the evening because we're looking about 6:07 my time. So you never know, folks. This is one of the main reasons why I come out here is because I love fishing. I love it. Yes, and I hope so too, Jim. I love fishing out here, and it's just amazing the area that I get involved in out here. My wife and I, we were planning on making some trips to different locations, and we're going to see. No, I didn't bring shrimp tonight, and I normally don't fish with crab. My normal, Joseph, my normal one bait will be for anchovies. Yeah, but we're going to be making some trips to different localities here in the state of Arizona, Willow Beach, and maybe even Paradise Lake and things like that. There's so many waterways out here that we can go to. We just need to take the time to get out there and explore them. And once the boat's up and running again, I'd be able to take that out and get it on the water even. Um, Trying to see what I can do to get over to have the mobile Starlink system put in, because that way when I'm out on the water away from cell signal, I can still broadcast live because of certain areas, even out here in the marina area. I'm real fortunate that I haven't had any issues tonight with it because sometimes when I come out, even this area that I'm at right now, it is hard to get signal on the cell phone. So I'm hoping to be able to get that Starlink system that's mobile. Yeah, anchovies work. They work really well, believe it or not. Ashley, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Appreciate it. Oh, T-bone, I actually like snow. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind the colder weather. It's just that when it gets hot, it's kind of unbearable. Well, you learn to tolerate it. We learn to get used to it, I guess. That's what that honestly, that's what got me into night fishing a lot when I started the YouTube channel because it was so hot during the day that we ended up, I did a lot of night fishing just to get out of the heat. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Benno. Much appreciated. Yeah, it looks good tonight, believe it or not. I'm actually at 3 or 4 bars, but I really, really want to push to get that Starlink system. I think there's a guy that I follow on YouTube that is out actually in the middle of the lake, and he has a Starlink system, and it works well. So the price is a little costly, but I mean, to do content the way that I want to and bring it as good as I can for you guys, yeah, I've got to invest in it. It's just I've got to figure out how to do it. I've got to figure out how to do it and what it would take to get it started. Jeff, we just got out here, my friend, not too long ago. It's nothing yet, but I did see somebody pull out a decent 6 or 7 pound striper earlier. So yeah, there are fish out here. Yeah, quality is important. That is definitely important for sure. One thing I've told myself that when I started this channel a long time ago that I would always be honest and upfront with you guys. I won't. Thought I heard the bells for a minute. I wouldn't make stuff up as I did it. If you saw the good, the bad, the ugly, you were getting it all. Joe, how are you? Watching all the way from Idaho tonight. Well, thank you for joining. Oh, it's very warm. It's very warm. It would be better if it was heated. It's pretty warm though. I did bring a beanie with me tonight too, just in case I need it. Now, this area specifically, when you're talking like a bait caster, no, not yet, Joe. Jim, I'm still looking. I'm actually looking online for one for my bigger pole. I'm looking for one for my bigger pole. I ended up buying a Berkeley heavy duty pole, and I'm looking for a good one for that. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Benno. I look warm all the way from Manchester, England. Okay, we got a slight breeze tonight. It's about 1 mile an hour, so it's not too bad. Earlier, when I first got out here, before I went live, I was blowing about 8 to 10 miles an hour, but nothing like the other night. Oh my gosh, nothing like the other night. The last fish I caught, Jeff, that's a good question. The last fish that I caught was a 6.3 pound catfish right where I'm at. Right where I'm at. It was in the same location. Oh, do they, Jim? So Jim was just telling me that Bass Pro Shop has a Daiwa Dalula on sale right now. I may have to check that out. It's a bait caster, Jim, or is it a spinner rod? Joseph, um, I've been watching a lot of YouTube on it, and that was a concern that I had too, that they would bird nest the way that they do. Oh, it is a bait caster. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Um, but I think with but learning how it operates and things like that, I might be able to get it. Not that I'll ever want bird nested. I'm not saying that. I probably will the first few times, but I guess I just have to learn how to use it. That's what's going to happen. Oh, Drew, if you've never been to one, man, you'd be in heaven if you got to go. I'm telling you. Yeah, I wanted to go home, Benno, but no, I wanted to create content. I really did. But it got to a point where, I got to a point where I had to go home. It was just so cold and so windy. So cold and so windy. Now, the stuff I brought tonight, Jim, I'm sorry, I didn't see that message. G Dad, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight, my friend. How are you doing, sir? Catching a lot of fish out where you're at? We just got out here, G Dad, a little bit ago. Phil, you got 10 inches of snow in Iowa? Whoo! My friend, stay warm and stay safe out there. So this product that I picked up today, I think it was yesterday actually. It's a product from Yum. It's called Shad Scent. I'm gonna try spraying some of this on the actual bait tonight to see what's up. I normally don't have any issues with the anchovies catching them, but again, I'm gonna try it out anyway just to see what's up. Oh, you have your live watching my live? Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, sir. Thank you so much. I just wanted to keep everybody updated that we went and got all the mailing products that we need to get your gifts sent out. I'm going to package them all up and get everything sent out by Monday. Just so y'all know. For those of you who won my challenge, congratulations. I just wanted to be transparent with everybody. I was able to get all the packaging stuff that I needed to due to the holiday. I couldn't get it out sooner, but it will all be sent out by Monday. So I want to make sure everybody's aware of that. I want to be as transparent as possible. Alan James, how are you? So we're going to give this try a little bit later here. Ah. You can hear people leaving their boats over there from the dock. Oh, you have the same stuff G-Dad? The shad flavor bait spray? Nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Alan. Much appreciated. Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting anything that day. My cat Lotus, we're doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, my friend? Now that Thanksgiving is over, we can kind of go in a little bit high gear with more fishing content till Christmas hits. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Good to hear that, Mudcat. Check these lines real quick. Interesting thing is that it can somewhat be slow out here. It really can. But like I said, the night is early and a lot can happen. Gonna set up another light. That way it kind of lights up a little bit better. I've got two in the water. Two in the water. That's all we're legally allowed to have here in the state that I live in. Ooh. There we go. Now we got it both ways. Much better. There we go. All right. Gives me a little bit more light that I can see the lines. I'll tell you, if anything has taught me to way back in the day when I first started learning how to fish and all that years ago, I was probably the most impatient person around. I'd be checking that line every 10, 15 minutes. Why am I not getting a bite? Is the bait still on there? And I've learned over the time that I've been doing it, just relax. It's going to hit. It's going to hit. And every so often you do check it. See, Joseph says, you don't bother with the tip light for your rods. No, you know what? I'm not opposed to it. I probably should. That probably would be a great way to be able to even see if the tip moves. But out here during the time when we get a lot of wind and stuff, it makes it real difficult because then at that point, I don't know whether I'm getting hits on the actual line due to a fish, or is it just the wind or the river current taking it? Because a lot of times when the water's going really well in the river and it's going a good click or so, you'll see the line, the poles literally start doing this. And a lot of times, or even when the wind takes it, yeah, I know that when a fish strikes it, you're going to see it do that. But sometimes it can be difficult out here sometimes with that. Well, I hope so, Drew. That'd be great. Yeah, we're gonna give it a try. You have my word on it, Drew. I'm curious to see how it works because I know Barbie's probably wanting to know if I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it for sure, though. I'm gonna try it out. It would almost be perfect for a treble type hook on it, but I think we can make it work on a small hook, and I'll just use some of that magic thread that I used to put it on there to keep it on there. I've got some good pieces of anchovy on here right now, though, so nothing's hit. So I'm just being patient with it. I got to tell you, folks, this is the first time that I've ever done a live out here in the marina area. I've never done a live out here at night, and I've never actually fished here at night at all. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how it really does transpire on whether the fish are going to bite or whether it's going to lay low, be a quiet night. I don't know. They have bells with glow sticks, Jim. Can you buy them at the Bass Pro Shop, or will it be something on Amazon? Curious, curious. Eventually, I would like to get into an ability to I would try different types of, equipment. I heard you should check your bait every 15 minutes. Oh, you did, Barbie, did you? Okay, I'll give it about 2 more 3 more minutes, I'll start checking. That may be my wife telling me, "Check your bait." As the temperature starts dropping, I might end up switching over to my beanie with a headlamp on. Oh, you watch a lot of YouTube? Yes, you do, sweetheart. Yes, you do, sweetheart. In fact, folks, you know what's so cool is that my wife will watch videos of fishing and things like that at home, and come back when I get home from work. She'll tell me about what she's seen and what she think would work, and I think that's pretty awesome. See, Alan says he's found out that using a bit alarms works best about half the time. I'm not paying attention. You know, Alan, I actually thought about doing alarms. In fact, the first time I actually seen them used was when I was watching Fishing with G Dad, and he had alarms on his, and they seem to work well. I might give that a try. See, Benno says, have you ever tried putting out some burley? We punch holes in the cat food cans and throw them out in front of you. No, I never thought about that. I don't know if we can legally do that though, Benno. It's interesting in theory, but I don't think we can legally do that out here. We can chum the water, we can use live bait, cut bait, but I don't think we can do that. Why so zero? How are you? Thanks for joining. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm trying to be a good boy. I want to catch fish. Glad you could make it on tonight, Zero. Glad to have you here. The water is relatively low tonight. We are looking about 5 to 8 or 9 feet low tonight on this area that I'm normally, when it does go up, it's a lot higher. So it's really, really low. But again, the fishing is good here if you catch, but it's been super slow. Yeah, it out here it stays about a constant 65 or so degrees, Drew. It does stay pretty cool. One of the benefits for that is Well, I think one of the benefits is if you're still catching striper now, it's a good thing because striper are relatively warm water fish. And yeah, you're going to be able to catch cat, carp, and bass, no problem, even trout. But I believe at a certain point, striper tend to start slowing down and becoming less active due to the water cooling down because they relatively are a warm water fish. But they're still catching them, so that's a good sign. That is a good sign. Folks, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I want to say thanks for joining this evening. My name is Tim, and welcome to Arizona Outdoors YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, do me a favor, hit that notification bell. And as you do so, make sure that you go and hit manually all because YouTube doesn't push it forward, unfortunately. A lot of my subscribers have been telling me they're not getting notified on it on the notification bell. So you're going to have to hit that all on the notification bell. Hit that like button if you could for me too, and then share and watch my videos. I do have a playlist that you can watch. Even if you can't sit down and watch it all, just let it play. Let it play. I'm just a little under 700 hours that need to be caught in order for me to get that 3,000 hour mark that I'm trying to reach. So if you could help me hit those 700 watch hours, I would really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much, and thanks for joining the channel tonight. Yeah, Jim, I agree with you. I did catch your message on that one. The fish will go where the food is. I just wasn't sure on the detail when it came to striper being a warm water fish. I know there's not as active at night or during the day because of the water temperature, the water dropping, but you're probably right. They still got to eat, so they're going to go where the food is. I'm still learning a lot about the way the fish out here are. Indeed, Benno, indeed. Drew, correct. Sure, sure. See, Benno says, I just looked at some huge stripers. They can get very big. You're looking at anywhere from 35 to 45 pound plus. They get huge. They say that the larger ones aren't really good eating, but man, they are a challenge and they're fun to get. I normally try to stick around between 2.5 to 5 pounds. I think those would be perfect size for eating. Anything else would be just fun to catch and release. All right, we're going to check a couple of these poles here, see what's going on. I know the bait is still on them. They have to be because nothing's hit it. Well, I wasn't supposed to do that. Pull the pole holder right out of the water. Now I have to be real careful while I pull because their boat's not too far from here, and I've actually back in the past when I was using a lot of lures, learning how to use lures to fish with, I've lost some good ones. Yeah, yeah, the bait's still on there. Bait is still on there. But you know what though? Let's switch this up a little bit with that red bait. See how that works. Yep, it's still on there. But we're gonna switch it up. We'll try that red bait. My wife told me be careful because my hands will probably end up turning red. She's probably right. Folks, that's it right there. We're gonna try it out. It should, sweetheart. It should stay on the hook. I'm going to end up using some of that magic thread that I love using so much. You know, the nice thing about it too is that you can almost form press it like it would be for like power bait. It almost has that same consistency with it, which is a beneficial for sure. It is a beneficial for sure. We'll see. Now I've got it hooked up like this to where the hook is through it, and we're going to see how it holds on to it. Come on now, work with me here. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be more like a power bait, so we're going to see how it works, folks. A little bit deformed on it. Yeah, exactly. I think I have a couple of them, Jim. But you know what, Jim? I've actually been looking for the pack bait style, and I can't find them anywhere. I really can't. I like to get the bigger one, but you can actually use for pack bait. I can definitely hear waterfowl on the water tonight. All right, here we go. We're just going to do a light cast out there. It doesn't need to go way out there. So we're just going to go light cast. See where it goes. All right, we do definitely have that loosen up on the line there. We'll see where it goes. Josie, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Glad you could make it here. Eric, we are going to see what will strike the actual hook on that one. We're either going for striper, cat, carp, or anything at this point. It's been kind of a slow evening. I think there was a gentleman that was here earlier that pulled one out who's been here all day. So again, it's probably it could potentially be a slow evening, but that's okay though. I mean, I'm having a great time regardless. Loving the cold weather, iron fishing. How are you? Loving the cooler weather for sure. Set this bell up a little higher up. There we go. Well, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you joining tonight. Oh, no doubt, iron fishing, indeed. Iron fishing says good thinking about going night fishing. And the cold doesn't bother me. I love getting out. Yeah, exactly, indeed. Well, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Folks, I'm trying to get the hours up for sure. I'm just under 700 hours before I hit that 3,000 hour mark I'm watched. If you find folks could help me doing that by hitting the playlist and letting it run, I'd be grateful. I really would be grateful. Thank you so much. A little bit of a breeze, but not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. I can see an angler on the other side over there. You can see by the headlight on his hat. I give it a few more minutes and I'll check that one over there. Check that pole over there. Sounds like a good feast for fish tonight, eh? Indeed. Hopefully, it will be a good evening for them. Anthony Lester, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, put down a little bit lower there. I may end up putting my beanie on pretty soon. Best bait for stripers mackerel? No kidding. No, Joseph, it's actually fresh water. It's a lake area, not an ocean. But good question, though. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's fresh water, indeed. We're in a marina area here on Lake Mojave. Oh, good deal. Good deal. I'm glad you had time with your family for dinner for Thanksgiving. Awesome. I'm doing well today. Thank you. How are you? Yeah, no problem, Joseph. No problem. You know, another thing that would be kind of cool to do is to get a 5 gallon bucket with water and put an aerator machine in there to put bubbles into the water, throw a net out and catch some live shad. That'd be kind of cool. Indeed. Parker Phillips, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Glad you could make the channel. Yeah, it's getting cold now. I think I better put my beanie on. It's getting chilly. Where is my beanie? I know I brought it. Ah, there we go. Whoo-wee. Yeah, it's getting cold. Yes, indeed. That would be great if I could, Joseph. I don't think I can where I'm at, though. Oh, it's beautiful out tonight. It's just a little breezy and cold. We're finally starting to get our colder weather here, and I'm loving it. Well, thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a good little beanie. I like it. Pen, I do actually. I do hunt also. Next year, I'll be putting out some hunting content. I haven't hunted since I moved to Arizona, but I used to hunt quite a bit. But I will be putting more. I'm going to start putting hunting content out next year. Oh, no worries, Drew. I get it. That's why I cut my hair short, short. Oh, you got snow this morning, Josie. Wow. How much did you guys get? Oh, okay. 2 inches is good. It's a little dusting, indeed. Ah, true. Ah, I'm not laughing at you, but I understand. Now, let's check this other line out here. It's been a minute. No, not yet. One gentleman that was left earlier been here all day and only caught one. But you know the thing is that this area here where I fish it normally, it's been real hard. But when I least expect it's when I catch. I was out here on Sunday and caught a 6.3 pound cat. So yep, just it is what it is. You know that's why they call it fishing, right? You too, my friend. Be safe. Yeah, folks. It's the bait's still on there, so they're just probably not as active tonight. But not gonna give up. Not gonna give up. All right. We're gonna see what happens. See, I'm gonna catch up on some of the comments here. Hope the fish are biting tonight. Yeah, that makes two of us, Bob. I hope so, my friend. Drew, I guess that explains it then. You're so silly. Yeah, I did put the red bait on, hun. It's already on there. I've already got it out in the water. We're gonna give the red bait a try. We already got it on this pole right here. Rizzy, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Glad you could make it. Got a new headlamp. This thing works wonders. Just trying to get it adjusted here. There we go. Got a new headlamp. Haven't worked out the kinks on it yet. Still pretty early. Still pretty early. Drew, you might be right. I may have to do the Here Fishy Fishy song, right? You never know, man. Like I said, this area can be very challenging for me. Indeed, it can be. I know when I first started fishing this area some time ago, I was out here probably a good 10, 12 times or so trying to catch and wasn't getting anything. It was just a hard area to fish. But I mean, slowly it started giving stuff up. So, Austin Phipps, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Appreciate you being here. It is pretty peaceful out here, though. Indeed. The fish song. Here, fishy, 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 here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. Let's get the skunk off. Let's get it over with. Let's get well, at least one on the board, right? I'll be happy with one. Yeah, that wind's starting to pick up again. I can feel it. Good thing I brought the beanie tonight. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, this here it can tend to be a hit and miss a lot of times. I mean, overall though, I mean, I know that fish are caught here, but it can be very difficult. Very difficult. Now on this pole here, I've got the red bait that we're trying out. And then on that one, we still have the anchovies that were on there. It is a little bit, Drew. It is a little bit. Hey, Rizzy, welcome back. Now the poles aren't moving, but that's due to the breeze that's coming in. I can see them going side to side. Now, if you guys can see way back there in the distance here, let me see if I can zoom in. I want to show you something real quick. That area where you see where the lights and stuff are, that is actually a rampway where you can launch your boat or bring them back in. And that is a ramp area right there. And it looks like there's a vehicle getting ready to put the boat back on the trailer. That's how close I am to the actual dock area. So I'm literally right here in the marina section where they stow boats. I am indeed on the same exact spot. I am exactly in the same exact spot that where I caught that catfish. Yeah, I'm intrigued by that. I'm intrigued by that mackerel. I got to see if I can locate it anywhere around here. I don't know if we even have it here. And if we do have it, I'd have to get it and freeze it for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, and I bet it would be good, you know, when it gives off the oil and the sense of with the water, it attracts some fish everywhere. I think I'm going to switch this bait out again and put a fresh piece on and try some of that shad spray, see if it works. Change it up. Change it up. Yeah, the bait's still on there, so it's not that they're not. It's not that the bait's gone. The fish are just really slow tonight. So we're going to have to figure out what's going to cause them to want to get active and eat. Because look, I mean, that's a still full-size chovy on there. A little bit of salad on there, but not enough to stop them from biting, I don't think. All right, let's change this up and put something different on there. All right, we're gonna try that out and see how that works. We'll get it wrapped up and then we'll spray some of that shad scent on it and see how it goes. There you go. We'll wrap that up pretty good. All right. Ooh, icy. Makes it a little cold on the hands. Yeah. All right, folks, we're gonna try this yum. See how it works. Whoop. Not supposed to hit that. You're supposed to hit the bait. All right. There we go. Let's give it a whirl, folks. All right. We're going to see what it does. There we go. Mackerel in the tin, huh? No, no dogfish out here. Hey, DCP, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you've been well. Glad to have you here. That sounds like it would work. Oh, it is getting cold where you are? Indeed. Yeah, it's starting to get a little chilly where I'm at now, too. We'll give that red bait a few more minutes to see how it does, and we'll end up bringing it in if we need to check it out and try it again. It's a beautiful night, man. Fish should be biting. They should be biting. Well, thank you, His and Her Adventure. I appreciate that. If you just subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate that. See, Jen Zell says, my son and I stayed in Tucson on vacation. We went to the afternoon and fished at the Patagonia State Park. Too windy to go out in the lake, but had a blast catching some busy biting. Oh, nice. Good deal. Bluegills are always fun to catch, indeed. Good job. Glad you guys had a good time. Gosh, I've heard all kinds of interesting baits that can be used. Hot dogs, bologna, bread, bacon, spam even. Yeah, indeed. Now, Eric, I don't know if we even carry frozen mackerel here where I'm at. I'd have to look into that and research. Yeah, corn's good if you're doing for carp, indeed. Corn is very good for carp. I need to find one of those bigger units so that you can actually pack bait that corn and that meal and everything into it. I see a lot of carp fishermen use that. I've been looking everywhere for those things. I can't find them. Yeah, they are. Bluegill are definitely great bait. You can do live bait out here or cut bait out here in Arizona where we're at. We can even do shad as long as you put them through the tail. Do a smaller hook with them. It's more of a finesse fishing on that one though. I just learned that about that today, believe it or not. Doing shad, putting them through a smaller hook on the tail and then letting them go. Yeah, I just learned about that today actually. A friend of mine at work told me about it. Never even knew that. We'll give this one a few more minutes and then I'm going to pull it and check it. Eric, not everybody does. It's not a bad thing if we don't. It's just not everybody does. It also depends. We may not have any accessibility to it. So, I mean, anchovies work well. Oh, there you go, Drew. Very good. Amazon, that's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Maybe I'll find it on there. Appreciate that, Jim. Appreciate you sharing that. Ooh, here comes that breeze. I can feel it. There you go, Philip Morgan. Shad is good, indeed. Yeah, everybody has a different type of bait that they prefer to use. I don't really think there's any wrong kind of bait to use as long as it catches. Some may be better than others, no doubt. I'm 100% agreeable on that. But I mean, a lot of times it may be whatever it may be available in the locality that you're fishing in. I'm a firm believer sometimes you just got to use what works in your area. Well, let's check this pole here now. It's been a minute. See if I still got any of that bait on there. Well, I'm impressed. The bait stayed on. Yeah, the bait stayed on. We had a lot of vegetation there, but the bait did stay on. Well, Barbie, yeah, it's a winner. It still stayed on. I thought for sure, and it didn't dissolve. We were kind of wondering about that. Indeed, it did. That fancy string does do wonders. It stayed right on. Still on there, so I'm gonna try and cast it out again and see what it does. Maybe I'll put some of that shad spray on there, huh? Mm. Put some of that shad spray on that bad boy. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. Barbie, I think you may have a winner on this one, hon. All right. I got to be honest with you, I'm pretty impressed that it stayed on. Oh, indeed, indeed. Yeah, not everything does work in there, wherever you may be. Thanks for elaborating on that, G-Dad. Much appreciated. Exactly. Appreciate you elaborating on that, G-Dad. There we go. Both pulls in there. Good deal. I'm actually at a different part of the same lake. That is correct. Thank you for asking, Vernon. We are here at the Lake Mojave, but we're in the marina area. Fishing over here by the boat dock area. This is one area that's like a small island that, or a finger island that comes out and about. And yeah, um, this area can be very challenging to fish, no doubt, but at times it can be very fruitful in fish. Carly, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Much appreciated having you here. But thank you for asking, and I'm glad you're going to protect yourself also. My holiday was good. How was yours? Folks, I'm going to power up real quick. My battery's getting kind of low. Let's see here. Give me just a second. The old phone needs some juice.